What's up, YouTube? So Vagabond Builds coming at you today with a 2021 Cadillac Escalade 600 Premium Package. We're going to be doing a review of the interior, exterior, and some specs about the car. But before we do, please subscribe and like to our channel. And a special shout out to Reliable Cadillac, Buick, and GMC here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California, the greater Sacramento area. All right, guys, let's go. All right, YouTube, so let's talk Cadillac. Get a hold of this thing. It is beautiful. Breathe it in because this thing is beautiful. Starting off with this headlight, full LED lighting around the car. And I left the lights on just to kind of get a gist of how they looks. Full LED with Cadillac imprint on the interior side of this headlight with a nice little bit of design around the interior with the multi level headlight, so it gives more character to the headlight itself. Very nice, kind of nice cut in here, so it's not just one big block, but you kind of have some shape into it. Beautiful look. You come over to this nice daytime running LED bar here. Now when you do turn on the lights, this is on with it, but if you do turn off and you allow this car to remain into auto to where this headlight is off and just this daytime running LED bar is on, this is a whole lot brighter. So when you turn it off, this goes brighter. Taking a look at this nice big grille and get a load of this emblem, just Cadillac letting you know that this is Caddy that you're driving. Nice, beautiful chrome silver look on this front end with the nice cuts in the lower grille here and here, along with the silver kind of accenting off, not giving it such a boring look on this front end, but very classy and sophisticated. But something I did forget to mention about this headlight is it does have the auto high beam option. So let's say you're driving down a road and there's nobody in front of you, it automatically at night punches it into high beam, but then if it does sense a car is coming, it automatically shuts them off. So that's a pretty cool feature to have on this car. Moving over to the side of the car, we have these 22-inch alloy finish rims with the dark Android finish. It is a 10-spoke rim with the Cadillac written on the rim. Now, something I want you guys to notice is that this rim, you do have 7 total different options. Now, certain rims do come with certain packages. This rim coming with the premium package, there are rims that you can't get on specific packages. So you do have different colors on those rims, like blacks and silvers and all that good stuff. They are all 22-inch rims. So I just wanted to kind of get that into the video. Now coming over, very nice, simple, minimalist look on this side of this Cadillac Escalade. This side mirror has the integrated LED marker with your camera and your lighting under when you're unlocking and locking the car, kind of brights up the side. You do have your dimmable lighting on the side mirror option. So if you're driving at night and there's somebody on with their high beams right behind you, you don't want to be blinded while driving, this kind of dims out those lights. So very nice option to have with lane assist on this side mirror. Now coming over to this door panel, one thing I do love, and you might have seen my other videos, but I'm going to give it to Caddy. I'm not a huge fan of different little trim pieces on the door because I'm a huge fan of just kind of one whole panel with nothing on it, but I'm going to give it to Cadillac because I'm a huge fan of this body style and the way it looks, kind of a nice, sophisticated, elegant look, very classy, but you do have that with the silver kind of matching the rest of the car. Now, something else, being down here, you do have the automatic step pad. So when I do open this door, just like that, this comes down automatically and helps you, assist you to get inside the car. So let's go ahead and close this door. You do have your LED lighting here integrated into the handle. You do have your two-tone handle, silver trim with the black to match the exterior paint. You have your silver kind of chrome look around the windows. Coming over to the back side, you do have the Cadillac emblem stamped here above the rear quarter panel with integrated into the kind of the chrome trim. Very nice. Do you have your gas lid by the push, opens up, has that new fill system, which is very nice on this. Now coming over to the rear, I am in love with this rear. Why? Because these beautiful 3-foot LED taillights. Now this is what makes this car boss. Along with the front side, I'm just a huge fan of this body style. You do have full LED tail lighting, but look at the character in these lights, just super nice. A lot of character coming in. You do have different levels and all that stuff. Very nice. You have Escalade printed on the back tailgate with your dual exhaust, trim silver, and your markers integrated into the back bumper. Standard bumper sensors across with your top plastic cover protector. Now, we took off this cap because we wanted to show you what the tow package looks on this car. You do have your plug-ins for your trailers, or if you're towing a boat or maybe a jet ski or whatever you want to tow. And then you have your hitch package here with the hooks that you can attach. Now, if we were to put that cover on, this would kind of be a nice flush look here. You wouldn't be seeing any of that stuff. Now, you do have the 600 stamp here, and along with this tailgate, what I want to show you guys, that's going to send us into the trunk side of the car, is that this is a 2-piece tailgate. So this glass does lift up by itself, and it kind of brings up this spoiler with it by the push of this button here. Check that out. So as you're opening it, comes up with that brake light, and you can maybe just reach for something back there real quick, and you don't have to open up this whole tailgate. You do see the windshield wiper kind of sets it on the car. And let's go ahead, something super cool that I think this is for you moms or for the ones with the big families. You have the keyless entry tailgate. Check this out. You kick towards the car, you bring it back towards you, and you get the automatic tailgate open. Now, you can open it from 2 ways by the push of the Cadillac sign here. That open, and you just push that button down, and you get that also. So however you like. And this tailgate does come memory height, so you can put it or store it in its memory which height you want it to be at. So for the shorter people, you do get the option to stopping that tailgate wherever you want it at. Now, coming in, you do see this nice silver kind of kick plate with a little bit of design in it. Push of this lever, get some personal space back here. On the back side, you do have your hooks back here. You do have the some of the speakers from the 36 speaker audio system. And something that's super convenient about this rear end on this car that I'm a huge fan on these full-size sedans with the 3rd row seating is you have the control panel here for the 3rd and 2nd row seatings. If you want to put these down automatically, so you get that more space. Now, you also push these 2 buttons for those 2 center ones to drop down. Check that out. And it kind of just bunny hops forward, kicks back, and you get all this room back here. That is just great, right? So if you want to put these seats back up, automatically by the push of a button, and those mid-row seats are going to have to be brought up manually. So pretty cool. Now that we're pretty much done with the exterior and a little bit about the trunk, let's get into the interior of this car. So before I enter this interior of this car, I just want to remind you that you do have that kind of electric button assist for this door. So no more pull the handle, press the button, and the door opens. A super cool feature to have. All right, let's use this step pad coming in. What do I see? I see that Escalade is written nice on that step or sill, the door sill plate. Very nice, classy look. Let's close it up. Very comfortable. The first thing I get is comfort in my head. Caddy, you are doing it with this car. You do have the door panel. Look at the character, the wood. You do have different wood options. So you have this kind of more of a darker brown oak look. Nice silver trim with a nice standalone handle. You don't have the bezels around the handle, which is pretty cool. You have your nice control module for your windows, your side mirrors, and all that good stuff. Your heated seat control module is here, and cooled seats. So take that into consideration. I'm a huge fan of the cooled seats also, with a little bit of gloss trim inserts on this door panel. A little bit of nice gray or off-white stitching. Very cool, but you don't see that, you don't see that complete like standing out to you. You will see some black stitching, some white stitch, or some off-white stitching. Taking a look at the steering wheel, you have the wood integrated into the steering wheel, also with the little silver trim, black leather stitching, and your manual control buttons for that front cluster. Now, something that's cool about this car is you do have the four-wheel drive option on this particular model. My best advice to anyone is get the four-wheel drive option. You will not regret it. But this is a adaptive air suspension, so we can increase on 3 settings on the height of this SUV. And I'm going to show you that a little bit later in the video. You have your trailer brake here. You have your modes and what you're driving, maybe snow or off-road, maybe dirt or sand or whatnot. And then you have your two-wheel, four-wheel drive and your parking button here. Automatic steering column control here, which is pretty cool. And you have your standard light rod here, along with your windshield wiper little rod here, and then you have the paddle shifting if you feel like you want to drive this thing sport. I don't see this being sporty, but this is more just luxury. Okay, coming over to this side, you have this nice jet black leather with this kind of off-white gray stitching, Escalade imprint here on this little silver plate. Let's go ahead and open this center console. You have a nice little insert for your personal belongings for the smaller pieces, and then huge cubby for the personal pieces. USB-C HDMI plug-in along with the SD and a 12-volt outlet plug-in. Phone holder. Now you have this very nice, beautiful, sophisticated wood look on the center console along with this jet black, kind of like the offset on those two. Pop that lid up, USB-C HDMI, so you're not fighting for the plugs on this center console. It's pretty cool, so, you know, wife, husband gets their own. Little personal cubby, nice big deep cup holder so your cups aren't toppling over. And then you have your control unit to your infotainment center. Now, home, back button, hazards, along with your music here. Control for the shifting lever and your manual temperature buttons here. Now, one thing I want you to notice is, I love the look of this, is how you have this kind of black out glass look, and you have the silver along with the black gloss trim pieces with the wood on top, and that black is just very nice, elegant, kind of rich feel inside this car. Classy, sophisticated. Coming over, they dressed this up. Love that Cadillac dressed this up in the leather with the stitching, and you do have a little bit of nice design for that sound system here. And then you have your heads up display here, so you're seeing the miles per hour. Whoever's driving will see that kind of put up on the windshield here. Now, coming over to this infotainment center, huge screen going across. Love the look, super high-end, rich feel. You do have a touch sensitive along with your manual control panel, but check this out. I'm just going to show you something. You could also change the view of your camera, front camera, rear camera, side cameras. You get your trailer cameras and all that good stuff. Alexa supported, so for the sake of the video and the time, we're not going to go through all that knickknacks, but it's super cool feature to have. Look at that. On your cluster, you have that front camera engaging, letting you know what's in front of the car as you're driving. Gas, digital, RPM gauge, digital. Now, something that's super awesome on this, the little feature you have, is that it allows you to know whose seatbelt is locked in or not. So if little Timmy or little Johnny, or I don't know, Sarah, or whoever you want to name your kid, but they're not, you know, locked in and safe, you could just yell their name and say, hey, plug in your seatbelt. That is a super cool feature. Lane assist option, letting you know if you're in two-wheel drive auto. All that is done here. Very simple and minimalist look. You do have your info card here on the left, so mileage consumption, distance traveled, and all that good stuff. Hold to reset it. Very nice, sophisticated look all around the car, guys. Now, finishing off with, just want to kind of get you guys the gist of this stitching on the seat. Look at the character that they had put in this leather seat. Perforated black, jet black leather with that nice kind of off-white look, giving it some character with that caddy sign, with the speakers right behind your ears on that headrest. Super cool, perforated headrest, just very rich feel. I mean, if you're not getting into a car and you don't see this is just a very nice high-class feel. Locking glove compartment like every standard car. But now that we're pretty much done with this, I want to kind of come over to the mid-range seats and the back row seating to talk about that. Let's go. So now we're here on these mid rows or the second row seating, and we kind of have them down because we put them down as we were talking about the trunk and all that good stuff. So we're gonna manually pop these up just like that, and you have the two levers here on the side of the seat, and you can slide that back. Now you do have an electric button, so for the kids or to make it more convenient for anybody coming inside the car to get to that back row, you have a button that automatically pops this seat down, and you can lift this seat up just like that. And look at all that room you do have to access that back row. So super cool feature on this, very convenient and nice. Let's pop that. Let's get inside the car, talk legroom. A lot of legroom, super comfortable feel. Let's pop this back. These do come tilted. You do have kind of that executive feel back here because you don't have that bench seating here. So let's pop that one up too, just like that. And you have that everything in jet black leather feel. So again, like I kept saying, I can't accent this enough, is super rich feel inside this car. Very nice door panel. You're not going to have as much going on as you do on the front door panel, but you do have the speaker integrated here, along with a little bit of wood grain here and some stitching, straight to the point. Personal space here, a lot of leg room. Check that out. I'm 6'2". A lot of head room here. And coming over to the back side of the center console, you do have the slide out cup holders, very nice and deep in depth so your cups aren't toppling over. You have your temperature control unit for the back end of this car, very nice. Now, if you look up on this car, you do have that suede ceiling. So again, very rich feel. Now, would it be pretty cool if Cadillac did dress this up in that black leather? That would be pretty cool. But hey, I am a fan of the suede because I have cars of my own that are dressed up in the suede, but that would be pretty cool to see a black leather top. You do have your reading light here along with your vents and speakers integrated all over around here and there and everywhere in this car. So let's hop over to the back and we can get a gist of the legroom and the comfort on the back row. Let's go. So sitting on this back row, very nice and comfortable. The back seat is kind of upright a little bit, but you know, you're not going to get that full comfort that you do in the second row or the third row seatings on this back row, but I'm sure in the near future we'll be seeing that too. A lot of leg room back here, so you're not feeling claustrophobic or cooped up. Cup holder, personal USB-C plug-in, nice suede on these pillars here. Very cool, and the person is able to reach that button on that pillar to set the seat forward if they're ever wanting to exit the car. You do have your vent here for the airflow, LED lighting, reading lights when you're trying to read something at night or something you don't have enough lighting in the back. So we're pretty much done with the interior of this car and kind of what it comes with and what it has and all that stuff. Don't forget, we do have the screens there. So if you want to hook up your HDMI cords or watch a movie or get the people quiet inside the car, you do have your entertainment center right behind those two front seats. Super cool feature to have. But now that we're done, let's go ahead and talk about some specs on the car with regards to the motor and all that good stuff. Now some specs about the motor. This is the 6.2 Ecotec V8 motor that comes with 420 horsepower and a 460 foot-pounds of torque. Now your gas mileage going to be 21 city and 27 highway, with the 10-speed automatic transmission and the option to get the 4-wheel drive. So guys, we're pretty much done on this car. Please leave us some questions, comments below. We'll try to get back to you as best as possible. But thank you so much for watching Vagabond Builds. Now, if you do happen to come in and buy a car, please tell them Vagabond Builds sent you. But thank you so much. And again, subscribe and have a good one. Stay tuned. We got things coming.